very warm welcome to my new channel. This is the Rockstar Business Coaching, and I'm just really so happy to be here. So this channel was founded about, I think, 6 weeks ago or something, and it was called, I knew that was a working title, but still, it was called the No Yoga Channel because I had been having this kind of like on-off relationship with my yoga business, which I had for between 15 and 20 years, depending on how you're counting. If you're counting on if I still have all my yoga mats and all my, the things to make a yoga studio, physical yoga studio work, I do. So in that case, you could still call me a yoga teacher, but I have radically changed my business model, really. And for a long time I thought I was changing yoga, that I was the person to reinvent yoga and to do it in an entirely different way. And that took me a long time, Yoga and me, we were like, no, I don't want you. And oh yes, I do want you. I want you to stay with me for the rest of your life. No, I don't want you. It was a mess. So at some point, about 6 weeks ago, I said, okay, yoga and me, we're going to figure it out, we're going to completely reinvent our relationship, or we're going to break up forever. And then 2 weeks ago, I made a video here on this channel. I will keep it here, even though this is no longer the No Yoga channel. But I will keep it here. It's the video before this one. It must have been made late February, I think. Early March, something like that. Early March, I think it was. Well, either way. And I announced in the video that I could really see how, if I would keep teaching yoga, the kind of like the expectations about what a yoga teacher does, and also what people need from yoga in order to benefit from it, was just too strict for what I had to offer. It would be like if I would start reinventing yoga, I would be explaining yoga or why my yoga was different for the rest of my life. And I was like, yeah, whatever, give yoga to the yoga people. And at that time, I was even yoga free. So I wasn't doing yoga anymore. I really thought, okay, for the past year, I had done like 10 times yoga. I had been on my mat for myself practice like 10 times. And so I was really yoga free. And so I started that channel to find out what yoga and me had to figure out. And if I really could go rock yoga, because it was calling it Rockstar Yoga, I knew that if I was going to reinvent yoga, that was what it was going to be. And I had actually been working on this for, at least 1.5 years, but was really longer. It already started in 2015. So I knew that if the reinvention was to take place, it would be called Rockstar Yoga. And I started 6 weeks ago, and really after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I was like, no, we're breaking out. This is really, I filmed it with a Canon next to me. So it was filmed outdoors with a Canon, kind of like I'm just going to blow it to pieces, the whole relationship between me and yoga. I'm not practicing anymore. I'm yoga free. I don't have a business anymore, which I still don't. And I am free of the that was really kind of like, the pivotal moment of saying goodbye to yoga. And then, of course, yoga came back, but not in the sense that I think I should be teaching it, or at least, and definitely not in the sense that I'm reinventing it, but it came back as a very low-key thing that I do to feel better. That's it. And I told you I still have all the equipment for a yoga teacher, to be a yoga teacher, so to have a studio. That's because I started to teach to friends, and I really like that. You know, they're people who I'm already in a relationship with. So I'm not their yoga teacher, I'm their friend. So then they come to me and we just have this gathering. And so that's something that I knew I would pick up one day, and that's why I have the equipment. And I have a dream to have a house, or to buy a house, which has either a living that is so big that I can teach yoga there, or it has like multiple livings. You know, like sometimes in hotels you have like multiple rooms after one another, and then one of those rooms could be my like multiple livings after another, and one of them could be my yoga space. So I definitely have you know, a vision for that, like, okay, how do I want to keep teaching my friends, or how do I want to pick that up one day? So there's that. But now there's also my, you know, my very modest practice, which I do by myself, and which I really love and adore. So it's kind of like, okay, that was done. The purpose of this channel, the No Yoga channel, the journey has come to an end. I'm not going to reinvent yoga. I really am no longer a yoga teacher, and I know, or have found out, you know, what parts of the yoga practice and the yoga business, in the sense of teaching yoga, I did like. And so I really thought it was kind of like done. Like, okay, maybe I will make one other video for this channel to, you know, to tell that I'm doing yoga for myself, and kind of like just to wrap it up. And I've also known that when I started this channel, I don't remember if I was that explicit on the like video number 1 from the No Yoga channel, but I've always known that if I would not create Rockstar Yoga, if the Rockstar Yoga would not evolve from this channel, then I would keep the channel and do something new here. What I didn't know was what that new thing was. And I wasn't really paying attention or trying to figure it out or whatever. You know, a yoga channel, I mean, a YouTube channel doesn't have a due-by date, so it's like, you know, any time is a good time to start anew. And then I had all this, like the past couple of weeks, things have happened where I have given my business advice. And this is also not a new thing. I've also been doing this for a couple of years. And in 2018, I actually had a Dutch YouTube channel where I give business advice to local entrepreneurs here in Nijmegen, because I live in the Netherlands. So it was really very, really very encouraging stuff, because already back then, so that's 2018 and we're now in 2021, so that's 3 years ago. Already back then I could see local entrepreneurs doing all the work, doing all the heavy lifting, and having all the clients who just really want to be there and buy their things. And I saw the entrepreneurs kind of like being too modest with what they had to offer, being too kind of like, well, a very short way to say it is focusing too much on what they're selling and not like the product or the service, and not as to and not seeing the value that they were really giving in terms of the relationship, in terms of the intangible aspects of their work, which were often way more worth than the physical product or the actual service that they thought they were selling. But also that was kind of like giving a nice, I wouldn't say cover up, but it's like if you come somewhere and you're buying a service or you're buying a product, when that person is really nice, or you really like the owner of the shop or whatever, it's kind of like it's a really safe environment, because, or it's a really safe relationship, because you're having this kind of like, oh, I'm just here to buy, whatever the service or the product is. Oh, so good of you to come by. Love to see you again. Well, would you like, your order or your product or your service? Would you like this or this, or would this and this should suit you? So the exchange of service or products going from business owner to client, and the money going back to the let's say business owner or client, from the business owner to the client, and then the money going from the client to the business owner, is actually a relationship that provides a lot of safety. It is known. There are no there are expectations, but there are no unexpectancies, and it really gives a framework that is very comforting, soothing, sometimes exciting and fun, for both parties. So I already in 2018, I really saw those business owners being very self-conscious about what they were selling. And when they felt good because they had belief in their product. And when they were in doubt because they doubted their product or service, or the demand that there was for their actual product or service. So already in 2018, I started making YouTube videos. They're no longer online. Maybe I will curate them at some point in the future. But I already saw, wow, they're not seeing that the real value is in that relationship, is offering the client or people who are not yet clients yet, not yet paying clients, you're offering a relationship, and that is your value. And there's really, you can really trust on that, trust in that, and also invest in that. So invest in your client relationships, and only invest in the product as far as you get feedback from the client directly on the product you're selling or the service. But don't go tweaking or tooling on your, I don't know, tooling is not the right word, don't work on improving your product because you think it's going to work for your self-esteem, and you think it's going to, or you believe in yourself and you believe in your business, because the money's going to come from something else. The money's going to come from you showing up. And so I often saw these business owners, and business owners also independents, like in the Netherlands there's not really different. So in people who work freelance, they're also business owners. So I saw them wanting to be there for their audience, and often they were there for their audience, and they were doing really well. But I saw them kind of like not really understanding why it was working, and that if they wanted to expand, or if they wanted to improve their business results, what they should look at, or dial up on, which was the relationships with the customers and selling directly to the customers, using your sale, your offer, as a way for the customer to intensify their relationship with you. So not as in, oh, you need more books, or thinking, oh, if I have better books, then my existing customers will buy more books. Or if I have more, I'm now just going with the fictional example of a bookstore, or if I have more authors here to sign the books, then people will come more to the store. Or anything really like if I have better opening times, then people will come more to the store, spend more. Or if I have more products on sale, like all those things. If you are a bookstore, the only thing that you really can influence, I think, but also what will increase your sales is to really get people excited about being in a relationship with you. That is what is going to make you the money, and also what is going to what you can influence and where you can really kind of like improve. But you have to be comfortable with that. You have to be comfortable with stepping away from behind your product. But stop hiding behind all the activities that you're organizing, all the products that you're selling. You have to be comfortable, coming away from behind that, counter or behind that standard meme that you have posted on Facebook or whatever. You come to the front and you say, hey, so good to see you. My name is Suzanne Beenackers. I'm from Nijmegen. I can help you how to rock your business. There you have it. So if you say that, I am this is its name, this is my bookstore, it's so good to have you. I have a really great offer for you. We have the new blah 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 books coming in this Thursday afternoon, and as you see, I'm like really I'm just going this Thursday afternoon, and I have 10 clients who I can invite to come over as the first of our city, and we're going to get you a goodie bag, we're going to get you drinks, we're going to get you some extra bonus surprise, which I can't tell you, but you have to pre-order the book. So I'm going to give you a link below where you can pre-order this book, and the first 10 customers, I'm just saying this like, it will be kind of like an expensive book, like 50 euros or 100 euros, like one of those Taschen books, the photo books. Let's say it's 100 euros, which is a lot. But so you say, I have something really special. The new Taschen book is coming out on Thursday afternoon, and the first 10 customers who pre-order are invited into the shop. We're going to make this really, really special for you. And you can, so check the link below. The first 10, I'm going to see you next Thursday. So I'm going to take the link down as soon as we have the first 10. So if you see the link, you're in. And we're going to see you this Thursday. And what, I just heard, yeah. Okay, so I hear that number 21 to 30 will also get something extra special, but we're going to send it to you. So the link is here down below. Maybe you're with the first 10 and I'm going to see you Thursday, and if you're with the next 20, we'll send everything to your home. Okay, so that was like a completely improvised call to action. Do the people need a 100 euro new Taschen book? Probably not. I didn't even say what a new Taschen book was about. Are they excited? Yes. Why are they excited? Because you're inviting them in to have a relationship with you. Because you have come away from behind the book counter, or you're no longer hiding between the shelves, and you're directly speaking to your customer. So already in 2018, I saw all the local businesses here. A lot of them were doing really, really, really well. But I could just see like you could so easily dial up on that. Like the people are, I wrote a blog post yesterday about people wanting to throw their credit cards at you, which is still true today. I'll put the link in below. But that was also true in 2018. Like people are ready to have a relationship with you, but if you keep tying it to whatever it is that you're offering, if you're the new book, then we can offer it, or the new we have a new program, so now I can offer it and now I can step it up. Those people are in need of a relationship with you 365 days a year. They're not, the big hang up about, launching your new program or starting your new course, or that's your hang up. That's not, or, having new products on the menu or having a new menu, or those are your, hang-ups sounds a little bit negatively, but what I'm saying is these people really want your relationship. They want to spend money on your shop, on your products, on your services, because they want to have a relationship with you. And 9 times out of 10, you have already built that relationship. They're already there. If you're not visible, they're having a relationship with the front of your store. They're having a relationship with your website. They're having a relationship with the name of your company. They're grasping at straws because you're not visible. And I'm not saying that you necessarily have to be visible yourself. When I say come back from behind your counter, when I say come back from behind your, from hiding between the bookshelves, that doesn't have to literally mean that the business owner or the manager as a person needs to be visible. What I'm saying is that either in the form of like a real flesh and blood person, or in the form of the team or the shop, you have to be visible. So I mean, if you you can also have a video where you announce the new Taschen book without speaking. You can do it with like a written blog post, or blog post a little bit ancient, but like a post on Instagram where you write it out. Like you don't have to have someone appearing in front of the camera to get your offer out. You can really do this in written form. You really don't need to be a if you're selling physical products, if your shop is selling physical products, you don't need to make a whole show and dance about it. You can just let the offer speak, and let the but offer speak as in let the company speak through the offer. So so yeah, this was already going on in 2018, and ever since then I've been wrestling with a lot. But one thing I've not been wrestling with or flaking out on or been in doubt with, and that is that I have studied, well, I would say like marketing and selling and business every day. And that is really on top of already having studied business. So that is like my degree is in business. And it was a technical business, so I did a technical business. It was called something with technical business and management. I don't know the English translation exactly. But I did my thesis on marketing. So marketing is like it's really my first love. So now I can really see that what I loved about being a yoga teacher or having a yoga business, and maybe I could have even saved my business if I had seen this at the time, that was that I liked having a business. What I didn't like was the kind of like pressure or the limitations that I felt that came from being a yoga teacher. But with the clarity I have today, maybe, oh, not maybe, I'm sure I could have rocked it, because now I know like what, you know, needs to be in place for me to be excited, so that I can then excite my customers. So I have so many things to share with you. Well, in this video, I've already shared with you, you know, if you're a brick and mortar business, how you can dial that up. Even now with COVID, with a lot of the shops closed, even now, people are dying to pay you, because people are dying to keep that relationship with you going. They're really rooting for you. So make yourself visible on social media. Get over the idea that it is what you have to offer. It is your excitement and your confidence in wanting to show up for the relationship with your customers. That is really what is going to make the difference here. And trust me, you have fans. Your store, your service, your cafe, it has fans, but they might be a little bit unsure about what they are if you don't step up and speak to them. If you speak to them as fans, as people who are rooting for you, they will immediately feel like, hey, that's me. I feel that way about you. And yes, I would love to come over on Thursday and buy a €100 book or whatever. So, I lost my trail of thought. Well, either way, so I'm going to share business advice with you. It's the business advice that I have. Oh my God, if I just think about that yoga business I had, if I had this clarity, like this is what every business is doing and can do to really make a difference, really make an impact. Most of the knowledge that I'll be sharing is from is things that I have found out in the past years, and that maybe if I applied to my own business, I would have made it fun again. I would definitely have made it profitable, but that was not the issue. The issue was that I didn't like it. So I'm going to make your business fun. I'm going to make your business profitable, and maybe the next video should immediately be that even if you don't have a business, then I can make your business profitable. So the basis of all the things that I'm going to tell you is that you don't even need a business to be in business, because I don't have a business, but I'm in business. So see you next time. It will probably be really, really fast, because I have so much to share. And so subscribe to this channel, new channel, Rockstar Business Coaching, and or Rock Your Business. I don't know how I'm going to call the channel. We'll see. Probably Rock Your Business. That's a great one. And see you next time. Bye.